So here's the deal. I walked into the casino with just $25 in hand and one bold plan. Play 5 different Buffalo machines and see which one actually pays. From the classic OG Buffalo to the flashy power play, I played them all. And one of them seriously surprised me. Some burned through my cash in minutes, while one quietly delivered a solid bonus that made me rethink everything. Remember, success at the slots are never guaranteed, and your experience might be a bit different than mine. But before your next spin, you might want to see which one it was. You've probably seen flashy jackpots, heard rumors, or watched influencers claim, "This Buffalo version is always better." But here's the truth. Not all Buffaloes are created equal. And after talking with other players, reading casino forums, and diving into RTP stats, I knew I'd find surprises. Do you like to play Buffalo machines? Let me know in the comments. Buffalo isn't just a game. It's a slot legend. For years, it's been the go-to for casual players because of its simple gameplay and huge win potential. But not every version treats you the same. Some are built for entertainment, others for endurance. And today, we'll see which one gives you the best shot for your money. Here's the deal. 5 machines, $5 each. No max bets, no high roller spins, just regular play, like you do if you walked in with a small budget. Each game gets around the same number of spins and a fair shot to hit something big. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what happened on each. The wins, the losses, the near misses, and what I discovered from the slot community. Let's go. Machine 1. Buffalo Power Play. First, Buffalo Power Play. It's one of the newest and most visually dynamic versions of the Buffalo lineup. The screen is bright, the graphics are crisp, and it's loaded with features designed to keep your eyes and your bankroll engaged. What sets this one apart is the Power Play multiplier meter that builds as you spin. Each bet fuels that meter, giving you a shot at boosted multipliers and stacked wilds once the bonus triggers. But here's the catch. Those bonuses don't come easy. Power Play is considered a high volatility game. That means it's capable of huge payouts, but it also has longer dry spells. The sweet spot is when you have the bankroll to ride out those cold streaks until the machine lights up. On this run, I kept my experiment simple, just $5 in. That worked out to 5 spins at $1 each, which is the minimum bet level most players use on this machine. It's not a high roller amount, but enough to get a sense of how it plays. And surprisingly, even without hitting a bonus, I stayed alive longer than expected. I got a few small line hits, Buffalo symbols with 2 times multipliers, that kept me spinning for several minutes. The game definitely gives you that something's about to happen feeling with every near miss and energy charge. Several slot insiders have said that when the bonuses hit, they really hit hard. But getting to them is the challenge. It's got an energy meter, multipliers, and some of the coolest bonus animations I've seen. You'll see people double or triple their session on one good bonus. But reaching that bonus takes patience and a bigger budget than the $5 test allowed. On my test, I did not land a bonus, but I was able to play with the $5 for longer than expected. What this told me, if I had more runs, Power Play might be the one to watch. But with small budgets, it's volatile territory. Machine 2, Buffalo Gold. Next, I moved to Buffalo Gold, the version that really took the franchise to another level. This machine leans heavily into bonuses and multipliers, and it's easy to see why it's one of the most beloved Buffalo titles in casinos today. The setup looks familiar. Same 4x5 real layout, same classic symbols. But everything feels a little more electric. You've got that golden backdrop, a triumphant soundtrack, and those gold coin scatters that can change your whole session in seconds. Now, from what I've gathered and seen online, Buffalo Gold is often rated around a 96% RTP, a touch higher than the original. It's considered medium volatility, which means it doesn't always go cold for long stretches, but it also takes a bit of patience to get to the good stuff. The bonus mechanics are where this one really shines. When you land 3 or more gold coin scatters, you trigger the free games bonus, typically starting with 8 free spins. During those free spins, you collect gold buffalo heads, and this is where the excitement builds. Every 4 heads you collect transforms one of the lower-paying animal symbols into a buffalo. Eventually, with enough gold heads, 15 in total, the entire screen can turn into a herd of buffaloes, and that's when the magic happens. Combine that with the wild multipliers, which can go up to 27 times when 3 times multipliers align on the same pay line, and you've got serious jackpot potential. It's one of those bonus rounds where every spin feels like a breath-hold moment, especially when you see 2 scatter coins land and wait for the third. I've heard a few stories from players who hit massive re-triggers, extending their free spins up to 40 or 50. One player described hitting 15 gold heads, a full re-trigger, and walking away with a hand-pay jackpot, all from a modest bet size. So it's definitely got that dream hit potential. On my own test, though, things were quieter. I stuck with the minimum bet, 60 cents a spin, and started with a simple $5 session. It didn't explode. I got teased with near-miss coins, a few line hits that kept me in the game for a bit, but no big break. It's one of those sessions where you can feel the potential just out of reach. If I'd had a bigger bankroll, say $50 instead of $5, I think Buffalo Gold might have shown what it's really capable of. Because the longer you stay in, the more likely those coin scatters appear. And once you're in the bonus, it can snowball fast. Machine 3. Buffalo and Friends. Then came Buffalo and Friends, the wild crossover of the Buffalo universe. This one's like the casino's version of a mashup movie. It pulls in mechanics from Wicked Winnings, More Chili, Cashman, and the classic Buffalo game, all in one flashy, chaotic package. It's loud, it's colorful, and when it's hot, it feels like it could go nuclear. From the moment you sit down, you can tell it's built to grab attention. Flaming reels, dancing chilies, and those familiar Buffalo stampedes layered with upbeat bonus music. It's packed with extra mini-games and combination bonuses, so every spin feels like there's a dozen things happening at once. On this one, I played with the minimum bet, 80 cents per spin. And right away, it's clear that this isn't a small bankroll machine. It's high volatility, a game that can either double your money in a minute or drain your credits before you've even settled in. From what other players have reported, that checks out. One Wizard of Vegas forum user summed up a bonus on this machine perfectly. A few re-triggers, lots of near misses. Fun, but not consistent. That's really the nature of this hybrid version. When it hits, it can trigger stacked features, like the More Chili expanding reels or Wicked Winning-style wild respins, or the random bonuses from the Cashman, alongside Buffalo's classic gold coin-free games. You can end up with multiple simultaneous bonuses, wild reels expanding, or coin re-triggers stacking. It's total sensory overload, but in the best possible way when it lands. But here's the catch. All those bonus possibilities come at a price. As one regular slot player pointed out, the more features on a machine means there is more volatility, and that means the payout swings get wilder. And it's true. The balance shifts away from consistent small wins toward those massive, unpredictable bonus rounds. It's the definition of a thrill chaser's game. Perfect for players who want fireworks and don't mind the droughts in between. On my test, I got by with a few small hits. Some close calls to hitting a bonus, but not much else. My $5 didn't last long, and I didn't hit the full Buffalo and Friends synergy moment where everything lights up. It's fun, visually incredible, and packed with potential. But it's definitely not a casual player's best friend on a small budget. If you're chasing a rush and want a show, this one's worth a spin. But if you're managing a tight bankroll, it's the kind of machine that'll make you say, maybe just one more try, right before it eats your last credit. Machine 4. Buffalo Triple Bonus. Next up, Buffalo Triple Play. I'll be honest, this was the one I had the least faith in. And unfortunately, this outing confirmed it. On paper, it sounds incredible. 3 different Buffalo-style bonuses, Buffalo Rising, Buffalo Gold, and Buffalo Bucks, all packed into one massive screen setup. You're essentially spinning across 3 bonus worlds at once, with a chance to unlock 1, 2, or even all 3 features during a single play. The minimum bet for all lines on this machine was 80 cents per spin, which seems reasonable, until you realize how much you need to feed it to actually see one of those layered bonuses. Each of those bonus families has its own trigger system, and they rarely align. When I played, it was quiet, no re-triggers, no teaser bonuses, just spin after spin of near hits that never connected. After about 7 attempts, nothing but dead spins, no dramatic coin sounds, no stampeding buffaloes, just emptiness. It's a strange contrast because the design itself is fascinating. Visually, the game is gorgeous. Triple screen action, glowing symbols, and multi-layered animations that make you feel like something big should be happening. But that's the trick. It's designed to feel that way. Every flicker and sound is tuned to make you believe the next spin is the one that'll finally connect all three bonus types. Based on accounts from ex-casino employees, the pattern is pretty consistent. Many regulars have said that triple bonus or triple play machines tend to be high variance with weak base games. You're waiting for one massive combo to make the whole session worthwhile. And if it doesn't come, there's not much to fall back on. One player on a slot forum summed it up perfectly. It feels like three half-baked games fighting for your bankroll. And honestly, that's what it felt like here. The base game payouts were small and infrequent, and the three bonus structures never kicked in, which means the whole triple play promise just fizzled out. A few reviewers even suggest that the triple titles, not just in the Buffalo line, but across other series, are designed for higher rollers, players who can afford longer sessions and deeper bankrolls. Because without enough spins to break through the volatility curve, you're just feeding a very hungry slot. For this test, it was the clear worst performer. I'd rank it dead last of the 5 Buffalo machines. Not because it's unfair, but because it's just too unpredictable for small or casual play. If you've got hundreds to cycle and you're chasing a once-in-a-session mega bonus, maybe it's worth the ride. But for my $5 test, it was all lights and no thunder. Machine 5, the original Buffalo. Last up, the original Buffalo. No cinematic 3D animations, no giant spinning wheels, no avalanche of bonus symbols. Just that simple, recognizable Buffalo Stampede, coins, and those timeless reels. This is the slot that started it all. You'll find it tucked in the corner of nearly every casino, still drawing loyal players more than a decade after it launched. And there's a reason for that. It just plays fair. When I asked around and did a little research online, the consensus was clear. Veteran players love this one for its stability. It doesn't promise the moon, but it delivers consistent playtime and small, steady wins that keep your bankroll alive. There's no denying this version has a reputation for lower volatility, meaning your $5 lasts longer and the wins come a bit more regularly, even if they're modest. I sat down at this machine, set the bet to the minimum, 40 cents per spin for all lines, and started playing. The first few spins were quiet, but around the 15th, the gold coins hit, triggering that classic Buffalo bonus round. It wasn't a massive jackpot, but it was enough to replenish my small bankroll and keep the session alive far longer than any of the newer, flashier versions. The beauty of this machine is in its simplicity. You know exactly what you're getting. 1,024 ways to win, wild multipliers in the bonus up to 27 times, and that timeless excitement when those gold coins land. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel, it's just letting the math play out. In community forums, several players have echoed that feeling, saying this version feels more predictable and fair compared to the newer releases that pack in multipliers, minigames, and jackpot wheels. The old Buffalo might not make you rich, but it'll let you play all night. That really captures it. This is the steady soldier of the bunch, reliable, grounded, and surprisingly generous for smaller budgets. If you're the kind of player who values time on the floor over chasing flashy bonuses, the original Buffalo still stands tall. And for this test, it was the most balanced and satisfying experience of all 5. If I had to pick one machine to rely on with a small bankroll, this would be it. It might not make headlines, but it just keeps you in the game. And sometimes that's the real win. After playing these 5 Buffalo machines, here's what I learned, and what slot veterans confirm. The original Buffalo often gives you more consistency, which matters when your bankroll is tiny. Add features, crossovers, bonuses, volatility goes up. You might land a massive hit on rare runs, but you'll also eat a lot of dry spells. Many insiders warn, Buffalo slots are volatile. There is no grinding them out. And in short sessions, like a $25 run, you're dominated by variance, not theory. One slot expert suggests a controversial tip. Ramp slowly on lower bets until a meter fills, then switch to a higher bet anticipating a bonus. It's risky, and I didn't test that method in this video, but it's common advice in advantage play circles. Here's what I walk away with, and what you should consider if you try this test. Pick your machine based on budget. If you're playing tight, go simple. Fewer features, lower volatility. Don't expect miracles in a short run. Big wins are outliers. Most sessions will be dry. Know the machine's volatility profile. The flashiest versions are often the harshest on small bankrolls. Community experiences matter. The stories I read mirrored what I saw. Classic Buffalo over newer versions in terms of dependability. Walk away if you hit early. If your bankroll gets into bonus zone, don't overspin. So with $25, after 5 Buffalo machines, the surprise winner? The original Buffalo delivered the most consistent hits and gave me the longest playtime. Remember, my experience might be a bit different than yours. No one can guarantee a slot's performance. But tell me, have you tried any Buffalo versions? Did one hit for you? Drop your story in the comments. I'm especially curious. Did anyone hit a massive bonus on Buffalo Gold or Power Play or Triple Bonus? If this video helped you see behind the reels, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Play smart, gamble responsibly. Never gamble any money you can't afford to lose. And if you think it's a problem, call a hotline and seek help. Good luck out there. I'll see you at the next spin.